What's a flash? No, no, don't take a picture. Not the tabloids, but I just can't resist to the red carpet is calling. Champagne flutes are playing and the women are waiting for the Panjandrum. Who's the Panjandrum? Where's the Panjandrum? It's the Panjandrum. We're the... Come on.
All right, time for another edition of the Panjandrum. Now, a while back, I promised you that we would do more tactical training, and we will have more. We're going to go on the roads because I want you all to be safe out there. But what you have to understand, and one of the components I regularly speak about, is mental health, physical health, and financial viability and vitality. Physical health, most know, you at least had some form of PE or gym class, whether you participate now or not, but you should keep moving. Like the former First Lady said, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. But mental health is a key component a lot of folks take for granted. There are a lot of options out here to get you different various forms of therapy. Most folks do not partake in these. We've dealt with a very rough year through the COVID and the quarantine and the cabin fever and all the things that come with that. I was just talking to somebody the other day, and they told me how they walked into a place and how within 5 minutes they were robbed. And their first thought was, I wanted to go home and get my gun. Now, it's a fair thought, because I mean, in that moment of anger, but these things happen. These unexpected scenarios, you know, they say the best laid plan does not survive first contact with the enemy. I mean, that's a tried and true reality. So the enemy is all around you. Even in a world and space of love and positivity, there will be some form of enemy, whether it's figurative or literal. So that you, if you're caught in this scenario, don't find yourself reacting off pure emotion. You have to train and prepare yourself in these scenarios so that you know how to handle things effectively and efficiently, and so that you protect the people around you while also making sure that folks respect you and your property in accordance with the law. So having said that, we'll take our first look at a little bit of tactical training. Now, when you know how to use a weapon, first you want to make sure that it's completely clear before you do anything, because when it's clear, then you can sit here and function with the trigger. You can sit there and function with different folks to get ready, from a ready down to a variety of different grips that you can hold your pistol with. But here's the biggest thing that I want you to start to think about. I want you to think about your mindset in these scenarios, because the problem with most folks when violence occurs is that their mentality and their mindset isn't prepared to deal with the scenario in front of them. And since their mindset is not prepared for that, they make emotional reactions that could cost you and your family severely, that could cost civilians, anyone severely. I mean, you have to understand the responsibility with being a protector and a tactician. So first, anytime you pick up a weapon, you never want to point it at anyone unless you aim to fire. You know, don't point a weapon at anyone unless you're prepared to fire. Anytime you pick a weapon up nonchalantly, you want to make sure the chamber is cleared, like I showed you earlier. And then even as you're inserting the chamber, you want to sit here and make sure that you are prepared. Make sure you know where your safety's at on the gun. And then make sure that when you have the gun in the ready, that you have the skill set required to aim and to decisively focus that energy and that aggression where you want that aggression to be focused. Life is too precious to allow someone with mental health problems to dictate terms for you. There was a great poet that once said, I got a lot more to lose than you, and I like breathing. I ain't leaving. Take the steps to ensure that you are here for your family and your legacy in the future. take the steps to make sure that if you are put in a situation against an enemy that you did not anticipate, that you are prepared to defend yourself one way, one shape, or another. It's a beautiful rainy day, but I told you I would start with a little bit of the tech training. I plan myself to go and get some more advanced tech training soon. I like to give this to you from a a nonchalant vantage point, because a lot of folks are intimidated by this stuff. Food for thought. It's a beautiful day. Panjandrum. Just a quick hit of it. Let go.